Hey, how's it going? Today I'm back with another vintage minicast reel video. So this is, as far as I can tell, the world's smallest spin cast reel. This is a Daiwa minicast 1. This is the first model. And this reel is tiny, really small. I'm just going to bring in, it's an Abimatic 574, and this is an average size spin cast reel, probably equivalent to like a 33, something like that. So you can see how small it is. It's tiny. So this one holds, it's manufactured by Daiwa, Seiko, Japan, and this one holds 85 yards of 4-pound line, 65 yards of 6-pound line, and only 45 yards of 8-pound line. So not a lot of capacity. And these are still made today, and they're originally sold. You could buy them just to reel. You could buy a little 5-piece travel rod with it, and it came in a hard plastic case. So I just bought the reel. Of course, there's an old one that's probably at least 40 years old or more. I imagine it's from the late 70s or early 80s. And just a couple things about buying a reel like this. Obviously the age. And I usually check. I got this one on eBay. This little sticker here, this ring with the information on it, that's still intact, pretty good. The decal right here where it says Daiwa Mark of Precision Minicast 1 is still there. And there's a little sticker for your anti-reverse lever, and that's still there. And it's not a big deal if any of that's missing, but chances are if it's all there, the reel hasn't been used a whole lot. It's in better shape. And with any reel, especially with Daiwa, you want to look for Japan, because that's the oldest ones, and they're better quality. So let's just take a look at this one. I'm going to crack it open and see what's inside. I'm wearing gloves because I just got this today and I haven't opened it, and there's probably some nasty grease inside. See, there's a lot of grease here behind this push button, and the push button is off to the side and it just pivots in and out, which is quite different than most reels. So anyway, it's just 2 screws right here. I'll take those off, take those out. So like I said, this reel is so small that if you're into ultralight fishing, like using 4-pound line, I'm going to put 4-pound line on this, but even if you're in one of those people, even 2-pound line, this would be great for ultralight fishing, for small fish on a small light action rod. So I'm just taking that second screw out. I apologize because behind the camera here and it's a bit tough to see. And these are really small screws as well. You can use a filter flathead. I'm just using a flathead. This is what I have. So 2 screws are out, and your side panel comes off, and this push button assembly is just, see how it operates here. It's pretty much just sort of pinned on there, and this piece here going in and out on your main gear is what brings it backward and forward. So this needs a really good cleaning, so set that aside. You see inside it's just full of nasty old dark grease that's hardened, and this reel is not as usable, but it's really pretty tight, so it needs to be cleaned out. So let me just take the front cover off, just untwist that, and there's no screw or there's a nut here, there's none there, so that means you have to hold the handle and unscrew counterclockwise, and it just spins off. So there's your pickup pin, pretty basic, like on pretty much any other spin cast reel. It's pretty nasty here, more grease inside. So that definitely needs good cleaning. I'll set that aside. There's no cuts in there, and the hard rubber line stop is still in good shape. And I'm going to turn the drag all the way loose so we can get this C-clip off easy. So that just pops off like that. See, just a small C-clip. And there's a drag washer right here. Sometimes people will try to get a knife and try to finagle that off. Sometimes you tear it. Easiest way to get that off, just pull your whole spool out. But I don't think this one is going to come off like that. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, just took a bit of force. I pulled the spool off, and the drag washer came off as well. That's one drag washer. Tiny, tiny spool, full of old grease. And this has little pipe cleaner type things in here on the edges. That's just meant to keep your line from getting in the front or in the back wound around the inside. The spool is surprisingly heavy, pretty well made. And in here we have no choice but to get this one off this way. Just go gently, I don't want to break it. So I'll just work my way around. There's your second drag washer. And you have this plate here. And there's a little tag end on it right here, and that just fits in that slot for the drag adjustment. And I still don't see how to get this off the main gear and the shaft out. So I think this is one of these ones where you have to get this spring off right here. Can't tell if there's a clip on there or not. Yeah, so you just slide that spring out like that. There is no C-clip, by the way. It's just the end of the spring is just crimped, so it fits in there. And the shaft comes out. So I think it comes out this way. Yeah, here's the shaft comes out, and that's full of grease. And the main gear popped out, a little tiny, tiny main gear. That's made of brass. And, or sorry, that's your pinion gear. Tiny gear there. Anyway, so to get the main gear out, you want to turn your anti-reverse off. Over to the handle side, there's one screw here. Yeah, you see, I'm glad I'm wearing gloves because there's a lot of old grease everywhere in this reel. And the only thing it's doing is slowing it down. So there's your handle. Here's a screw, and there's a little star washer there on that screw. And you got this cap here. You can just push your main gear out. Here's your main gear, full of grease. Grease not doing anything. And here's your anti-reverse. That's on, that's off. And it's a pretty weird looking spring there, so I'm not going to take any of that apart. So anyway, this is as far as it needs to come apart. So for cleaning, I'm not going to clean it now in the video, but I'll clean it later. And the next video I get is when I get that little travel rod. That'd be perfect for this reel. And stick it on there and hopefully try it out. So this is pretty cool. It has nice brass bushing here. So the best way to clean something like this is like dish detergent or like WD-40. I have a container home with WD-40 in it, and I have it that high, I guess. And I just put the whole thing, all the parts in it, let it soak for a day or a few hours. and come out, take a toothbrush or a wire brush and clean everything one piece at a time, and add a little bit of grease to your two gears and a tiny bit of grease on your teeth. That's it. And just put fishing reel oil on the shafts and in this housing, a couple of drops here, and this reel is going to run like new. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to work on this today. I just wanted to do a video and show what it's like inside. So for a tiny reel, I think this is going to be a pretty cool reel, and I can't wait to get using it. And like I said, these are still sold today. They are a bit different, quite a different design than what they are now. Like, they're still really small and pretty good quality. But like I said, with Daiwa, which is probably my favorite brand of reels, always look for Japan, because that's the earliest ones and they're the best quality. They usually say up here, manufactured by Daiwa, Seiko Japan. And when you see Seiko Japan, you know you got an old one, and you know you got a good one. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.